Hello folks, Bronco Bob here with Texas Best Used Motorcycles in Mansfield, Texas. I'm here today to show you a 1969 Ford Bronco. This Bronco originally came from California and was purchased by some guys up in North Texas, and it was a father and son high school restoration project. But they repainted the Bronco. They put 31-inch, 31 1050 15 BFG all-terrains on it. But it's finished in a really beautiful dark blue metallic. You can really see it out here in the sunlight. It's very fiery. It's got a white top, white fender flares, and about a 2.5-inch suspension lift. They also did some custom work on the interior. The dash, you got 2 fuel gauges, oil pressure gauge, your water temperature gauge, your speedometer and your tachometer are over there on the other side. It's got James Duff transfer case shifter and James Duff shifter. It's got some velour Recaro bucket seats. It's got an overhead roll bar with padding, a Grant steering wheel. They painted the inside of the doors the same color, kind of the blue metallic. And the windows, these have been replaced with plexiglass, and they won't roll down all the way. They just roll down a few inches. Not really sure why they did that. The Broncos typically came with vent windows, so it looks like they filled in the vent windows, maybe to give it kind of a custom look. There's a little bit of surface rust. You can see a little place right here on this door. And the hardtop has got some rust around the rear window. And he said when he bought it from California, it didn't have a hardtop on it. He bought the top here in Texas, so it's not the top that it came with. The motor is a 302. Pop the hood here. It's been upgraded with power brakes in the front. It's got an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, MSD ignition, and you can see this deal from Mooney's Hot Rod and Custom Supply. Looks like Santa Fe Springs, California. Maybe that's who did the original work on the Bronco. It also has been upgraded with aftermarket power steering. That's a Saginaw power steering pump. And I like the addition of the hood shocks, so you don't have to use the little prop rod. But the little 302 runs good. It's got good power. It's got a Wild Horses type pre-runner front bumper. And the front lights, one of them is hooked up. One of them needs to be resoldered, the power connection. But all these Broncos always need a little bit of something, or a little bit of love. I'm going to turn it off here. It does have a tachometer. Those are Ford gauges, but they're not the original Bronco gauges. They're like a custom aftermarket gauge. I'm going to get down under the truck and show you the floorboards. Tires, they still got good tread on them. But you can see the floor pans here on the passenger side. Dana 20 transfer case. It's got a couple of mufflers. They're probably going to be due to be replaced. But this way you can kind of see the underneath of the truck. It's not all rusted out, just a little surface rust. It hadn't been coated with undercoat to hide it. Got some nice worn lockouts on the front, aluminum modular wheels. But if you're looking for a sharp Bronco, there's a bunch of them out there. Some of them are bringing $25,000, $35,000, $40,000. But this is one you can drive. It does have a few flaws here and there, but you got power steering, you got power brakes, you got a nice lift kit, not too aggressive, so it still drives good. Spare tire carrier on the back. In fact, it's still got the California license frame that says Respect the Beach Surfrider Foundation. Well, we thank you for looking. We thank you for your time. Give us a call if you want to pick up this little beautiful electric blue Bronco. Just give us a holler. Have a great day. This is Bronco Bob wishing you happy trails.